877-967-7283, 877-967-7283, or sign up online, hotels.etc.com. That's HOTELSETC.com.
You pledged your life to serve, to make our country stronger, safer, more free, more equal. You worked tirelessly, made sacrifices, missed first steps and birthdays, lost loved ones. At VA, we don't see the setbacks endured. We see lessons applied and passion driving you upward and forward. We don't see all the masks you wear, but we hope you can set some aside. We embrace your uniqueness and won't trivialize your past, your fears, or your hardships. We can't promise to heal all wounds or wash away all trauma, but we do see hope, a path forward, a future. We see all veterans. We see you. An opportunity to help you achieve a new mission, whatever that may be. Learn how treatment works and recovery is possible. Visit maketheconnection.net.
You're tuned into WWE Lakeville, AM 1100.
The opinions expressed during the sponsored programs on this station are strictly those of the program hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of Beasley Broadcast Group, this station, its staff, other advertisers, or agencies.
Yes, this is Mr. Controversy, and this is the infamous three-point conversion station. Keep it locked. Yes. We are back inside the three-point conversion sports lounge. I'm your host, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? Y'all can't see me if y'all listening through the radio. Smiling like a man. It's just been a great 2 or 3 days. But anyway, hope you all are safe and healthy, man, and well and happy as well. But again, it's the three-point conversion sports lounge. And man, it's been a great week of sports. A lot of good things been happening in sports. Of course, we had the NFL draft. NBA is heating up. We're getting close to the playoffs. MLB, starting to see people stand out, players stand out, and so on. It's just a lot going on in sports right now. So it's a good time. Remember, you think about last time this year where we were. It was we were, no sports at all. Like, we was struggling trying to come up with a show.
We were dead in the water.
But
we had all the lists. You had all the lists though.
Man, it was crazy.
All time classic lists.
But yeah, we was doing that, but still. But we are dealing with sports right now, and once again, it's the three-point conversion sports lounge. And I'm not doing this by myself. Of course, I got my guy behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, doing it all. My guy, G. What up, G?
Yo.
My partner in crime is not here today, but I got one of my other partners. You heard him earlier. My guy, Rick. What up, Rick?
What's the deal, Pickle? I'm in the cone waiting to shoot these threes.
You good, man?
I might be the best three-man. Put me in.
Hey, man, we got you.
I can play a little three.
Hey, we got you.
I can guard point, shooting guard, small forward, and power forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We got you.
I can score.
That's why you on the show.
I can bang with the best.
That's why you
You'll
on
be
the
in
show.
the corner shooting threes.
I'm in the corner shooting threes.
But still can get the rebound. Still catch a lob and all that.
Come on now.
Hey, that's why we got
Come
you.
on.
But hey, man, we have a great show lined up for you. First off, we're talking about the NFL draft, man. We're going to talk about the winners, the losers, surprise picks, dumb picks, great picks, all of that, everything that comes with the NFL draft. Then we are talking Aaron Rodgers, man. We got to talk about the situation with Aaron Rodgers, what's going to happen. Some other news going on with Tim Tebow. We're going to bring that up. Just get your stop it button ready, G. But just get ready. Also, we have Mr. Danny Thompson, a three-point conversion senior writer and NBA reporter who covers the Charlotte Hornets. And he's going to come in. We're going to talk about the NBA. Atlanta and Charlotte with all of those injuries. The Wizards, man. And, I mean, we got so much to talk about with that. Then we have Battlegrounds. We have Mr. Alex Strauff coming back for the second round, going up against former champion Ray Lynn. So that's going to be a great battle. And then we're talking about the NBA game, man. We got to discuss this NBA teams, man. I've gotten a headache trying to come up with all three NBA teams. There's so many people that stepped up this year. It's been a great season for the NBA. So we're going to try to put our brains together and actually come up with the NBA team together. It's going to be crazy. And then, of course, we got Ask a Doc. We got Dr. Donnie Fowler coming in talking about injuries. Y'all see my voice is hoarse. We've been already going at it before the show started. Amen. So, but we're going to get into it, though. But anyway, we're going to talk about these injuries going on in sports. And then we got Major League Baseball. We got Jacob deGrom. I mean, he's been on an insane tear. And some rookie from Chicago for the White Sox. This guy, I don't know. We're going to get into it. But either or, we're going to talk about this guy. But, hey, man, let your family and friends know they can listen to the show live locally on 1100 AM, WWWE The Real. Also, we're streaming on the 3pointconversion.com, the 3-Point Conversion Facebook page. What up, what up, what up? The 3-Point Conversion YouTube channel. What up, what up? And then we're also on iHeartRadio and TuneIn Radio. Look up 1100 WWWE. All right, it is time to get to these quick hits. Let's get it. All right, first off, shout out to Sharon Beats. So, just real quick, Boston Celtics forward Jason Tatum scored 60 points last night in a 143-140 win against the San Antonio Spurs, man. The dude stepping up. Everybody said he was going to be great.
I mean, him and JB, man. Him and JB, the problem is everything else around them.
Right.
Including the coach.
They're the only two guys allowed to shoot.
But, I mean, the other guys need to do whatever else they supposed to do.
Look at that box score. Tatum took 37 shots.
Took 37.
But he was like 20 for 37, so that was
he
okay.
went off. Yeah.
But Jaylen Brown was 5 for 24.
I mean, you know, he deserved to have a bad night.
So Tatum started taking more shots because Brown wasn't making any.
Okay.
Like, I got to do this myself.
Well, look, Brown, but who has been carrying them before that? Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is...
Hey, man.
Jaylen Brown, man. Look,
y'all
man.
see this guy like Jaylen, but we talking about Tatum.
Oh.
Tatum scored 60.
Tatum only had 60.
Yeah.
Okay. And yes, he did.
But to his point, he's just saying both of them guys are playing great.
Yes, they balling.
Moving on.
It's the rest of the team.
Hall of Fame second baseman
and coach
Roberto Alomar has been banned by Major League Baseball following an investigation into allegations of sexual assault from 2014. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred said in a statement that an independent investigation by an external law firm was made into a baseball industry employee's allegation. Alomar had been working for the MLB as a consultant as a special assistant with the Toronto Blue Jays. No further details about the incident have been disclosed. Here's my thing. If he's doing this, he should be gone. Right? No.
Yes. Get him out of here. If he did it, get him out of here.
But listen what we're saying. What's the key word you just said? If.
Yeah, these are allegations.
How you let him go? So it's something else going on with this.
It's either something else is going on, or MLB don't want to be like the NFL. We want to be proactive instead of reactive. Get out. We'd rather come back and say, Roberto, we sorry, instead of saying, ma'am.
Well, in that case, they would have if they wanted to look more into it, you would have think they would just suspend him.
Right.
But they banned him from.
So it's
he's Pete Rose status right now.
He wants more into it.
He took Manfred's last piece of chicken.
Or his last piece.
More than that.
Or
his last piece of.
Or is chicken a metaphor?
Right. Oh no.
Or his last piece of.
Or then they was talking, and he might have said something in front of Manfred's wife. They was talking about when they went out. And it's something going on, bro.
Yes.
It's something going on.
For them to ban him is something other than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on, the Seattle Kraken will officially begin play for the 2021-22 season after making their final expansion payment to the NHL. That's funny. Owners paid $650 million to become the league's 32nd team. The team can now sign college free agents before the expansion draft on July 21st. So the funny thing is, after making their final expansion payment, like they was paying a bill or something. Like
hey, let me get that Can we get that $650 million up off before you?
Right. No, we need that last payment.
We can't turn the lights on till we get that $650 million.
That's what I'm like, man. But that sounds weird. Seattle
I can't put
Kraken.
nothing on it. I can't put nothing on it.
Moving on, top-ranked promoter Bob Arum has referred to the discussed blockbuster boxing match between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua as dead in the water. And no, that's not he's not calling that the match. That's what he said. Arum has mentioned that talks with the fight's Saudi Arabian hosts will take months or more to resolve, and Fury and Joshua will have to take other opponents in the meantime. That's crazy, bro. I don't.
Ain't these supposed to be the top two players in the game?
Yeah.
Right. Technically, kind of, sort of, not really.
So G, I want to ask you, why do you think? Like, have you heard anything? Like, what's going on? Like, why, dude? Like, no, I'm not.
Well, why Bob Arum thinks it's not going to work is because it's taken such a long time to get everything together. He's Tyson Fury's promoter. Anthony Joshua's promoter, Eddie Hearn, says like, everything's done. It's just a matter of having everything in order because the promoters have their own lawyers, the fighters have their own lawyers. The people in Saudi Arabia hosting the fight have their own lawyers. So it's a lot of contracts and red tape and all this to go through to make the fight happen. So, and Saudi Arabia is kind of new to this as far as hosting fights,
right?
Hosting big events like this. They've hosted some UFC events, and there was a fight. They've had some events before, so they're kind of new to this, but they want to make sure that they get paid what they're supposed to get paid, and I think it's a formality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that the fight's gonna happen,
and we must know that Bob Arum is a crook, so you better have your lawyers in order.
Yeah, that's what I think. Tyson Fury has his own lawyer to protect himself against
better.
his own promoter.
He better.
So Anthony Joshua does too. You would think that. History shows you
Yes.
that should be happening.
Exactly.
Right. So we'll see. Moving on. So English football, including clubs in the Premier and Women's Super League, has started a 4-day boycott of social media in response to the ongoing discriminatory abuse received online by players. The boycott began Friday, April 30th, and will end Monday, May 3rd. The decision to boycott social media has also been picked up by other sports and federations, clubs, and individuals across rugby, tennis, cycling, and Formula One also joining the protests. That's dope. One thing, but I will say this, they don't play out there, dog. The English Premier, and they serious about treating their players right.
Well, apparently they're not, because
They don't, but I'm talking about the players. I'm saying as far as the players. The players will step up. The players will pro. That's what I'm saying. As far as,
but the
you're
thing
right.
is, it's the fans that they have to deal with,
right?
Because since it's such a big deal, I mean, every year you hear about somebody at a soccer game in England or in Italy or France doing something racist, whether it's they're chanting something, throwing bananas at the only black player on the field. It's always something. And now they're coming at them on social media. Like they came after one player after his team won the game, but I think the guy who came after him was a fan of the other team. So it's something they have to deal with on a constant basis in Europe.
Yeah, man. So it's sad, but like I said, I'm glad that the players do step up for that, man. That's what's up. And last but not least, former All-Pro NFL running back Marshawn Lynch has joined the PFL. What is the PFL?
Professional Fighters League.
Okay, Professional Fighters League as an investor and brand ambassador. He is known as a big fan of MMA and even used MMA training during his career. He joins a list of celebrities investors that includes Kevin Hart, Wiz Khalifa, and Lynch is also part of an ownership group for the Beast in the fan-controlled football league. So,
get your chicken, man. Protect your chicken.
Do you think that you will see more like superstars and more people start to invest in this? Because you got some good names already.
Yeah, because we trying to find a way to into ownership in sports. So yes, I think we are going to try to figure out a way. When I say we, I mean black, melanated people, us trying to find a way into all the major sports. And I think we are becoming smarter with putting our monies together. And if we can start off with some of these smaller ownership leagues, getting ownership in some of these smaller leagues and things, we can prove to these people that we can be.
Right.
We can play. We can play in the top sports leagues. So yes, I think this is going to continue.
All right, we'll see what happens, and that wraps up Quick Hits. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back to discuss the NFL Draft.
Join me for a minute. I want you to hear something.
Sports Talk it is.
Welcome! You're listening to the Sports Talk Show, and I'm the Sports Talk Wayne Candy.
The 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. And I'm your host, Mr. Controversy.
Hello and welcome to DNA Sports. This is Don the D and DNA.
What's going on? This is Ace of the A and DNA.
Where we bring the facts about sports.
It's Sports Roundtable. I am your humble host, H.O.
Download the Real 1100 app from your Google Play or Apple App Store today.
This is the Hall of Famer Marshall Faulk, and you're listening to 3-Point Conversion.
Get ready. From the oven to your ears, it's now time for the Hot Topic.
Yes, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. I'm your host, Mr. Controversy, with my guy, Rick. Of course, we got G. And this is the Hot Topic. And the Hot Topic is the NFL Draft, man. First off, I want to start off by saying the NFL Draft, the draft was it was a success the first night. And when I say that is, I hadn't seen a first round like that where it was anticipation. It was a lot of good picks. You had your head scratchers, but it was just that I was in tune for the most of the night. I mean, probably until we made our pick. After that, I couldn't even focus. But for the most part, it was great, man. Your thoughts on it, like just from afar, not even just from afar, just the whole thing.
I mean, first night was, it was exciting. I mean, me and my son was texting back and forth. The draft, especially that first night, is yeah, man. I made my special dip, had my brews. Yes, it's a big night, that first night, because I mean, trying to see the mistakes that the teams that you know they're gonna make a mistake, are they gonna make that mistake? Is San Francisco gonna make this mistake?
Right.
Is Chicago gonna make a mistake? Huh?
I was rooting for
Yeah.
San Francisco gonna make a mistake. Like, please take Mac Jones so we can laugh at you.
But can I ask the question that I want to ask about Trey Lance?
Wait. Before you get there,
okay.
I want to ask.
Okay.
I want to talk about what did y'all think about the vaccinated crowd? Like that it's cool that they was vaccinated, but still with the players high-fiving them.
Bro, this thing open, man.
But don't they understand that because you vaccinated don't mean you can't get it, or you can't,
It's not a
spread
cure, and it doesn't keep you from getting it. It helps you to fight it.
Like, do you think that was I thought that was a bad mistake for the NFL to do something. Then what really sunk in was when they showed the GM. They was talking about the GM that he caught. I forgot what Mike, help me out because I know you watching. I forgot what team, the GM of some team, but he caught COVID. And he had COVID. He wasn't there because of that.
The Rams.
Rams, yeah. And it was just like, y'all mentioned that, but just still, you see everybody, Roger Goodell giving the handshakes and
hugs.
Yeah, like.
But I think what them pushing getting the vaccination is that if someone does get COVID and they were at the draft, I mean, it's going to be way after the draft. It's going to be outside the time frame, so the NFL can be free from blame.
And that's the bogus part.
But some people still have that notion about the draft about the vaccine, that it protects you from getting it. It just helps you to fight it. People can still get it after getting the vaccine.
Yeah, and that's the part I didn't understand.
People are so ready. At any sign of, man, downtown Atlanta was.
They
so
heard
lively.
a friend say, "Oh yeah, it's a cure," and then they went with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The world is open.
So let's get to it, man. So go ahead, ask your questions about Trey Lance.
Trey Lance, 17 games in a lesser division. Is he the modern day Mitchell Trubisky?
See, and that's what I was wondering, because when that came up, I'm thinking like, wow, okay.
What do you mean by that?
Because
hadn't had enough games, hadn't had enough. We don't know what he is. At least Mitchell Trubisky gave us 6 games, and you thought he maybe kind of, sort of, not really, maybe, I don't know.
And I don't think Rick is saying that he's not going to be good, but it posed that question when he played 17.
No, I'm not asking is he not going to be good, but I'm asking is he going to be good?
Right.
I mean, because you don't know. You don't know what this kid is.
He's in a situation where he's not necessarily. He wasn't named the starter. They want him to be the starter. Well, that's why they moved up to number 3 to get him.
But Mitch wasn't named the starter when he came.
But they wanted Mitch to be the starter.
But he didn't start. He wasn't starting. No, they
right. But he's in a situation where he's not expected to start immediately. But they expect him to be the quarterback of the future. So he could sit.
But that was Mitchell Trubisky.
I know. Should Mitch have sat longer?
Garoppolo. But what he said?
Yes. Or did they?
They don't like Garoppolo in San Francisco.
But here's the thing, though. But hold on. Here's the thing, Rick. Here's the thing. It's not the fact that, like, because I'm not gonna lie. I question the pick when you had Justin Fields out there. But here's the thing. He's with a quarterback whisperer. The thing with Shanahan didn't get your quarterback right, so I feel more safe about the pick because of that. If he'd have went to Buffalo and he was the 3rd pick, then yeah, what are y'all doing? But I think because
does Shanahan get his quarterback right? My system is better than everybody else, and I can put anybody in.
The quarterback of his system is the system. It's
not necessarily, because here's the thing, because he gets quarterback right. I'm not saying he's a good coach.
No, you think of the quarterbacks he's actually coached. The quarterbacks he has actually had when he was at least an offensive coordinator. We're talking about RG3, Kirk Cousins, and Garoppolo.
And RG3 balled out, right? Until they
ran him into the ground.
No, he got hurt.
His best case scenario was Matt Ryan.
But I'm saying RG3 did great. He got hurt.
Till his daddy hurt him.
Yeah.
His daddy got RG3 hurt.
And that wasn't Kyle.
That wasn't Kyle.
That was Daddy. That was Daddy.
Daddy didn't like him, so I'm gonna keep you out here. And
he was there too.
But it was Daddy was making the calls. That was
he couldn't say Daddy take him out.
Did he?
No, he didn't.
No,
he couldn't. He wasn't the coach. Daddy was the coach.
And Daddy might have put him on punishment.
That was him. But all right, man. Let's get to the draft. All right, so we talk about that. So real quick. Which team do you feel like won so far?
I like what the Jets did. I know they kind of tickled when I said it. I kind of like what the Jets did.
Who?
What? No, they got Zach Wilson, but then they traded back up to get
I like that.
Vera Tucker.
Yeah,
I like
that. They got a guard. Yeah, yes.
So Sam Darnold had to be looking at them like,
y'all can get that.
Y'all can do that for me?
y'all can give me nobody. We need some. I needed some of that.
I'm gonna go with. I got 3. I got Jacksonville.
Yes.
I got Chicago Bears.
What did Chicago do?
They went out. They moved up. They were aggressive to get
twice.
Fields.
Mm-hmm. We got the tackle Jenkins in the second round. Beast. But then they got Fields. They moved up, and he moved up, and he did it right. He got the best quarterback. Not just that he got the best quarterback that was available.
But don't he already have 12 quarterbacks that signed and paying a lot of money? That's
he only got
play?
2. He only got 2.
But they still got Foles and Dalton.
Thank you.
That's it.
Ain't they signed and gonna play? Getting a whole bunch of money?
No, Dalton's not getting a whole bunch of money.
Okay, how about that other boy?
You can cut
Foles.
him. Yeah.
Foles. He's the best.
What's the cap hit?
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know, but it's worth it. Come on.
He's
let's
the
be
best
real.
relief pitcher in the game.
So let me ask you a
that y'all
question.
overpay.
So you talk about you a Falcons fan. You Falcons fan.
No, I'm not. Hold on. I'm not a Falcons fan.
Okay, you're from Atlanta.
Okay.
So you've been a Falcons fan. But either or,
I quit that.
You get a running back. Your running back is, I don't know, just any running back right now.
That's about what we got.
Mike Davis.
We got Mike Davis, but
and you got a chance to draft Marshall Faulk, and you got to take a cap hit. Wouldn't it be worth it? Yeah, it would, right?
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But see, that's not. I don't want to talk. Even though I love Kyle Pitts, but we still need a guard, a tackle, a D tackle. There's so much.
But Rick,
I get
that. Sorry. But you got. We're gonna transition. We're gonna transition to the Falcons. You got to get a generation. You got to get that generational player though. That's a generational type player.
If you can't get him the ball, is he a generational player?
So you saying Matt can't get him the ball?
Can Matt stand up?
Oh, so you saying he need true? But you can't get that? But then the Falcons get a
I mean, we eventually got a tackle.
They got a tackle.
Third round, fourth round.
That's a generational type player though. You
I
gotta get that.
I get it.
Right.
I absolutely get
and
it.
I hear you, but that's what it is. But back to my list. And then
Bears.
Jacksonville, because not only you get, of course, you got Sunshine, but then, which some people say, oh, it was a dumb pick. You could have got, when they got ETN, you could have got other picks because you got James Robinson. I get that. But they had the number 1 pick in the second round, and they did it right by getting Tyson Campbell. So
they needed. I was going to say with Jacksonville. I mean, and you need 2 running backs.
Yeah, why not get them? And they're young. You're not paying them.
And you don't have to pay them much.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're not paying them, especially James Robinson. So you know what I'm saying. So I like that, and I like Minnesota, man. I like what Minnesota did. Minnesota to me.
What do you think of what RG3 said about them taking Kellen Mond?
What did he say?
He said like Kirk Cousins isn't going to be happy about this.
Who cares?
Right.
I mean, who cares?
He's but think about that. He's speaking about this from being a quarterback.
In his point of view, when they went
like it happened to RG3 in the same draft.
Yeah. Well, at least, but Cousins got to know that he has reached his ceiling. He has to know this by now. Nobody has won anything with Cousins.
And the thing is, like we said, Mond's not there to start right now.
But why do you take a quarterback that early? Why do you take one in the 3rd round?
He's needed.
I mean, first of all,
he's needed.
First of all, Cousins, how old is Cousins? Like 29, 30, 31, something like that?
Probably like 31.
Yeah, he's around. And like he said, it's a message to Cousins. First of all, bro, what have you done?
What have you done?
Like, RG3 need to shut up. Like, come on, bro. Like, because you in your feelings because Cousins.
Cousins his boy now?
No, because he mad. He in his feelings because Cousins took over his job.
Well, but the thing is, if you're the guy, you don't draft a quarterback probably in the first 4 rounds. You don't expect your team to take a quarterback in the first 4 rounds.
But if you know this game.
But they took one in the 3rd round, the top of the 3rd round, when they have other things that they need, and you take a I think what RG3 is saying is there's going to be friction in Minnesota. If they think they can be good, where, Justin Jefferson had a great rookie season, Adam Thielen's good, Irv Smith, Dalvin Cook, they got him locked in for a while. So the offense is set to go. But
So
then you bring in this backup quarterback.
But why haven't they been winning? And but I see what you're saying, but what RG3 has to understand is that's Minnesota is saying, look, you hadn't done anything so far to get us. We only made one playoff, or did they make the playoffs yet with Kirk?
They have.
Just one time. Yeah, with Kirk.
The business of.
And it's like
this is the business of.
Yeah, we see somebody special. And my thing is, if you're, like I said, making a genius pick, like I go back to Pace. Pace tried to make a genius pick with Trubisky and failed. Okay, but sometimes you get that. It's like with Seattle. Seattle just picked up Matt Flynn that year. Mm-hmm. Paid him all that money the same year, that same offseason. And you pick up Russell Wilson.
Yeah. But Russell Wilson came in and took the job. This is different than when you have a guy and then you draft him. Then you draft another guy in his position.
But hold on. But
when
they
have other needs.
Listen, but they had Matt Flynn. If they saw something in Russell Wilson, they're saying, okay, this guy's worth getting. Even though we just got this quarterback, we just paid him all this money, we're going to draft Russell Wilson because it's something obviously we see and we like. He could be special. Minnesota thought the same thing. People have been saying his stock been going up every game, every day since like week 6, of the college football season. So,
but the point of the whole thing was that what RG3 is saying is there's going to be friction because they brought in another guy.
That's cool.
It's Minnesota can do whatever. I mean, the team, the front office, you can draft whoever you want. But expect to see
look,
some kind of friction because they brought in another quarterback.
So is it time for Cousin to pee or get off the pot?
Is that what Minnesota's saying? Probably.
Real quick. Who's gonna have the friction? Cousins?
Yeah, it's going to be Cousins and the rest of the front office.
Is he going?
Okay.
Is he going to help?
They don't want him anyway. That's the whole point. That's why they picked dude.
Is he going to help? Is he going to help the young boy?
All right, man. All right, so who are you disappointed? Because we run up on time, but who are you most disappointed with?
Actually, it was good. The first round was good. I mean, a lot of teams did a lot of what we thought they were going to do. I mean, some surprises here and there. Still don't know what the Patriots are trying to do. But even though they selected all of Alabama,
right?
You don't know what the Raiders are trying to do, even though they got all of the rest of the Alabama and Clemson.
Like I said, I think honestly, I don't think it's been too many bad picks. Like if you made a pick that it was like, all right, why did you do that? And then, but it's like they came the second round and third round and made up for it.
Yeah.
Like, this has really been a good draft.
Now, Tennessee first pick.
I don't like that. You're right. I don't like that because
that boy's injured. I mean, he's had a lot of injuries.
A back injury. Didn't he have surgery?
And that was questionable to me. That pick there. But I mean, maybe they medical staff know something that we always don't.
What they were looking at is that they released Adoree Jackson, they let Malcolm Butler go, they let Desmond King go. They're rebuilding the secondary. Yeah. That was their priority.
I mean, I get it, but
put it like this: you've seen Jalen. What's my guy in Dallas? Jalen Smith.
Jalen Smith, yes.
It worked out for him because everybody shied away from him. Eddie Jackson, people shied away from Eddie Jackson.
Yes.
He turned out to be an all-pro. So it can work, but still that high, you think about it, Jalen Smith was picked up in the second round.
Yeah.
Eddie Jackson was third round, I think. That's what I'm saying. But here's the thing, though. We hadn't mentioned Houston going with Davis Mills.
Houston got to get a quarterback. They ain't got no choice.
There's so much uncertainty.
So,
but they had to do something.
They have to get a quarterback.
But they got Tyrod. Like, he's not starting.
Now they got two quarterbacks on the roster.
They already got two quarterbacks on the roster. So you got Davis Mills. So what I'm saying is do you think this is the writing on the wall? Do you think this is now?
It has to be.
They're saying, okay, he's not coming back.
They're protecting themselves.
Yes,
because they're not saying that Davis Mills is gonna start. They're not even saying Tyrod's gonna start.
But we're telling y'all we know what's going on.
Just in case.
We know what's going on.
Just in case.
I don't even think it's just in case. I think they understand he's not coming back.
So they're protecting themselves. They got to protect themselves because he might come back.
Maybe. At the least we know he's going to get suspended.
He's not coming back.
At the least we know he's going to be suspended. At least 6
But even
8
that,
games.
I don't think he's coming back.
I don't think he's coming back either.
I think they don't. I think they now understand that he's not coming back.
Yeah, but at the very least, he's going to be suspended
Right.
at least 6 to 8 games.
All right, we got to take a break, y'all. We'll be right back to talk more football.
Kids follow your lead. Help them stay healthy. Wash your hands. Don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. And cover coughs and sneezes. Clean and disinfect the objects you touch often, like your phone, the remote, and doorknobs. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. And if you're the one who's sick, stay home. This station is part of the Beasley Best Community of Caring, and we care about your family. For more info, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19.
This is Charlie Batch, 15-year NFL veteran, 2-time Super Bowl champion, and you are listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
All right, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. All right, so let's get to it. Aaron Rodgers is not happy in Green Bay. Where the camera at? He's not happy.
Oh, you
finally coming
why you
to
smiling?
his senses.
Why you smiling?
You see what he got on today?
I mean, he smiled big when he said
You see
that.
what he got on today, man?
It's just been a good weekend. But either or, do you think this is smoke, or do you believe he is really willing to leave?
He's willing to leave. He's been willing to leave. He's willing to leave.
Yeah. Do you think it's been building up?
Yes. When they drafted Jordan Love, it started building that. I'm talking about the moment they called Jordan Love's name, it started building up.
It was before that.
Well, it was before that.
It was the years they never got a receiver for him.
And they still don't have a receiver for him.
They didn't go.
They got one.
Who?
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, they get him one at a time because he had Jordy Nelson first.
But I don't think somebody looked this up. Was he a first? Devontae was the first rounder. He was the second rounder, right?
They hadn't spent
but
big money.
They didn't go for a wide receiver in the first round.
Yeah, all running back.
And then even with Jordy Nelson, they never went through the free agency. So this has been building up.
Yeah.
And like you stated, even before then, the playoff losses, and then like you stated with Jordan Love, and then not kicking that field goal last year.
Adams was second round.
Yeah. See, so they never went for.
They have not spent big money to keep Aaron happy.
And then now this is
around.
Yeah, and this is basically with the contract situation. But with everything, combine everything, he threw. Yeah. And then like my man said, he in love. His lady probably telling him.
Yeah. And then he over there doing Jeopardy calling him. Calling him. Hey dog, don't worry about that. We got you. You ain't got to get hit over here.
Right.
You gonna come on, put your little suit on. Fluff your little nerdy hair up.
Right.
Put your glasses on, bro. He's tired of that. He's tired of Green Bay. He's tired of Green Bay.
So, do you think Green Bay gonna let him go though?
They don't want to, they're gonna do. And he has no leverage as far as them trading him.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's nothing in it for them, and you're not gonna get the right kind of value. For him.
What is the value?
Because
what is the right value for him?
I think teams are willing to pay for him.
How old is he? 38?
It don't matter.
You might get a year out of him.
How? Boy, he was the MVP last year.
But what if he's Brady?
What you mean? Wait, hold on. What you mean year?
But what if he's Brady?
Yeah, he just
and
won
got
an
another
MVP.
5 years out of him.
Brady's played 1 year in Tampa. We're talking about going to a new situation and how it's going to work. I mean, the best case scenario maybe is Peyton Manning or what Tom Brady's done, but we can't really compare with Tom Brady because it's only been 1 year.
Yeah,
the best case scenario is Peyton Manning in Denver.
But what I'm
which
saying,
was 4 years,
right? But what I'm saying is, are you saying 1 year as far as in and like signing? Or are you talking about 1 year hasn't been good?
Both.
He just won. He's not dropping that badly, and then nothing in Rodgers to show that he's declining at all. So I don't think we got to worry about that. And then there's something about these quarterbacks today. I don't know what water they drinking. Everybody's still playing at a high level at age 36, 37, 38. Yeah. I don't get it.
Well, ain't nobody allowed to hit the quarterback. So the quarterback,
right?
I mean,
yep. That's right.
You playing two-hand touch with him, so.
But with Rodgers just won an MVP and how great he is, teams would give up a lot to get Rodgers.
But when you
especially
give up,
teams that are close or feel like they're close.
But what are you giving up? Are you giving up A1 talent for Rodgers? Or are you giving up a lot of multiple
picks? You know who would give him up? Who might be enticed? No, we good. No, Seattle. Because Russ already not happy.
But Seattle still don't have. But would he go to Seattle? What's in it? Why would he go to Seattle?
Why would they? So you're talking about Rodgers and you're talking about Russell Wilson being in a trade?
Yep.
Why would Seattle do that? What's in it for them?
You getting Rodgers? What you mean? What's in it for them?
But how are they?
But you're getting older Rodgers.
Yeah. And how you gonna protect?
But Rodgers is still.
You're gonna have to be looking for another quarterback in 2 years.
No, probably 4. I think Rodgers got 3 or 4 years left. Which on Russ' contract, Russ gonna be going around that time. Russ is already unhappy. That's what I'm saying. So,
but what's the last time you heard something about Russell Wilson being unhappy in Seattle? They've stopped talking about that at least a month ago.
No, they stopped talking about that a month ago because Seattle like we're not doing nothing. Russ is still unhappy. Russ' problem is Russ.
Where are you getting at?
He said it. What you mean? Where I'm getting at?
When did he say that? When has he said anything in the last month?
No, I'm saying he said they don't talk about it. The media don't talk about that. Not because he's not saying it. I mean,
but how do you know he's still unhappy?
Bruh, because nothing he wanted has been solved. His thing was he's tired of getting hit. He's tired of he want this. That's why he said
that's the original story. But I mean now.
But why do you think that's changed though? Because nobody said nothing about it. That's what I'm saying. They hadn't done anything to change that. So that's why I'm saying like it's still there. So if he said that, if you Seattle,
I've heard more people coming to Seattle saying that Russ is going to be here. Russ is the guy. They're not trading him, but there's no story. You can't say that Russ is still unhappy.
Why would he be happy?
Because there's no story.
But why would he be happy?
If he was still unhappy, it's still a story. But there's no story now.
No, let me tell you about media. Because it's a dead story because we beating a horse and Seattle said we're not trading him. Why would you continue to talk about it?
They don't care. We ain't gonna act like the media cares anything about beating a dead horse.
But the media.
But my thing is, why would Aaron Rodgers go to Seattle knowing they don't care about the offensive line? He will shorten his career in Seattle.
But I'm saying, does he have a trade clause? And then,
I don't know.
And then honestly, the thing is, I ain't gonna say that on the air. But the thing they might try to get Aaron Rodgers a line because it's Aaron Rodgers. Seattle will. But what I'm saying is, you got this young, you got a DK Metcalf, you got this, Aaron really wants to get out of Green Bay. That's what he's saying.
I mean, yes.
So if he wants to get out of Green Bay, then and Packers are not trading him unless they get something worth.
Yeah. I just don't see.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying that's probably the only team as far as value worth player that you can say, all right, we can make this trade. Other than that, it's going to be picks.
That's about all you can get because he would have to go. He would have to almost have to be like a Tom Brady where you pick the perfect situation for him because everybody else got holes and problems that is not going to help him.
Right. Mike, you're right. I'm about to lose my voice. I already started losing my voice earlier but no, you're right. But, I mean, stuff don't make sense. Just like with Jacksonville talking about bringing Tebow in as a tight end.
Oh, man, come on. How do Tebow get to keep living out these dreams? How do he got? What he know somebody?
Stop it! Thank you. We were waiting for that.
How do he does this?
Tebow.
How do he keep doing this?
Tebow is 57 years old,
and he keep getting to live out his dreams,
bruh.
This is something that
he gonna be a jockey in the Kentucky Derby next.
He close to God.
He too big. He too big for that.
You sure? They
Yeah,
might make
he's
a little
6'3".
horse. They might make a little horse for him.
Rick said he keep. What'd you say, Rick?
But is the horse fast enough?
Rick, he keep living out his dreams.
Yeah, he keep getting to live out his dreams.
You think he Jordan?
Well, someone did say that one day.
He gonna be a power forward.
You think he Jordan?
Someone did say that one day Tebow is going to walk into a place and not generate attention like he is with this. Because it was just like he tried out at tight end. Oh, Tebow might be coming back.
Man.
But you know what? But you know
Skip Bayless at home touching himself.
But you know what happened? You know who did this though? This is
Myers. This is Urban. This is
Urban Myers.
This is a whole Urban Meyer. Anybody in here besides me not sold on Urban Meyer?
Yeah, I have to see it to believe it.
I don't believe it, but
I don't believe.
I'm not.
He's
buying
a great
it right
coach. He was a great coach in college, but
yes, he's a great college coach.
I have to believe it.
But let something go wrong. Let something go wrong. What's his next injury? What's his next injury?
Who?
Urban Meyer.
He'll start having heart problems.
Let something go wrong. He gonna get sick.
So let me tell you this: it wasn't he was sick. They
had to get him out of it.
I talked to you about that after the show.
Or Florida, they were just losing. That's all.
No, it wasn't even that either. I got resources, baby. But
I'll
tell you about that. It wasn't sick.
He was sick.
He was sick when we're talking about that. It was nothing to do with it. He ain't had no heart problems. He just want to use that every time he got to leave.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's why he left Florida.
No.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he didn't leave Florida because he was sick either.
Okay.
I'll talk to y'all after. I'll talk to y'all after the break. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna say that, but tell y'all on the air. But either or, all right, man, it's crazy. You see how we are. We're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna talk some basketball. Keep it locked.
There's a lot going on in the world, and your world is always changing. That's why it's important to stay connected. The latest news, the latest entertainment, the newest music. If it's in the air or on the air, it can be in the palm of your hand, wherever you are, with the iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Over 1,500 live radio stations from across the country, and over 15 million songs to create your own custom stations. Text IHR to 45495 to download the app or listen at iHeartRadio.com. Standard text and data rates apply.
Hello. I'm Renee Montgomery of the Atlanta Dream, and you're dreaming with a 3-point conversion. Let's get it.
All right, we are back inside the 3-point conversion sports lounge. You see when Rick come in, he always starting trouble, man. Got me losing my voice and all this. Good Lord. But either or.
Hey, man, I bring something else to it, you know.
Either or.
I bring something else to it, man.
Hey, man, and we appreciate y'all who are watching on social media, whether it's YouTube channel, whether it's the 3pointconversion.com or Facebook. We definitely appreciate you for watching. And, hey, I want to ask y'all to continue to share it, man, so everybody can get on this, man. It's good stuff.
But and share my beautifulness.
But we have a superstar on the show. This guy's probably about to win an Emmy. He's been on numerous TV shows. The 3-point conversion senior writer, NBA reporter, Mr. Danny Thompson. What up, Danny?
What's up, fellas?
What's
the
deal?
It's a beautiful Saturday, and nobody's got no Emmy over here yet. I almost lost my address.
See? Yet.
See? Mm-hmm. See? But, but, hey, let's get to it, man. So, Atlanta Hawks, the Charlotte Hornets, we just happened to cover them, but both of them have been dealing with injuries as of late. But now they're starting to get healthy. We just heard that LaMelo and Malik could possibly be back sooner than we think, maybe tonight or tomorrow. DeAndre Hunter looks like he's on his way of coming back. Trey just came back. Cam is getting healthier as well. If any of these teams, with both of these teams, once they get healthy, which one of these teams, if any, could it kind of like take a long time to adjust and maybe hurt them in the long run?
I think as far as the adjustment goes, it has to be Charlotte. Even because at one point they haven't had their entire unit together. That's including Gordon Hayward and LaMelo Ball with Malik Monk in a rotation. And with James Borrego not knowing what rotation he's going to use from game to game because of what's going on with the center position, it's going to be a little bit more of a conundrum compared to what Nate McMillan has in Atlanta. Because when DeAndre Hunter gets back in the lineup, when Kevin Huerter gets healthy again, and of course we saw Trae Young last night, you're going to have, your starting five. Charlotte still doesn't know their starting five and still doesn't have a set rotation. But the good news is Charlotte has 10 games in the next 2.5, 3 weeks to get it together.
So real quick, let me ask you. So with the Hawks, and the reason why I ask that because like DeAndre's been out almost the whole second half of the season, and then you bring back a Cam who really hadn't played all season. With a team like the Hawks been playing good, do you think Nate will insert them back into the starting lineup? And versus with Charlotte, it looks like Atlanta's winning without them pretty much. Whereas Charlotte seems like they need LaMelo or Malik or Gordon, even though Gordon's probably maybe a few weeks out. But you understand what I'm saying? So, but you still believe that you say Charlotte, it will hurt Charlotte more than the Hawks?
I think it will, because even with DeAndre Hunter having been out for a while, DeAndre Hunter brings one thing Atlanta does not have, and that's a perimeter shutdown defender. As we get to the playoffs, Atlanta can score. Atlanta has plenty of guys who can score with Trae, Danilo, of course, about JC. Capella's got an improved offensive game. Atlanta has got Bogdanovic. Atlanta can score. So you're not asking DeAndre Hunter to insert himself in the offensive end. You're asking him to do something that he is already very good at, and that's playing defense. In the Charlotte cases, Charlotte's inserting 50 points back in their lineup when Gordon Hayward gets back, hopefully right in time for either the play-in game or the first round of the playoffs in Charlotte's case. They've got to get him implemented back into the offense. And like you said, when you've been out for a while and you're needing offensive support, it's a little bit more difficult to bring somebody back in offensively than somebody who is defensively, because Hunter, all Hunter has to do in a series is guard, whether it be R.J. Barrett, whether it be Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, whoever the Hawks will draw in round one.
The Wizards have won 9 of their last 10. Could they be the most dangerous team, especially knowing that they have beaten Brooklyn twice?
It really depends on where Washington falls in the Eastern Conference play-in game situation. If they get to 8, which guarantees them at least one home game, that's a dangerous team to deal with. But if they stay in that 9-10 spot, eventually, if they get out of that game against Indiana, because we don't know if Miles Turner is getting back or how healthy Sabonis is, you would still have to deal with either or Charlotte or Miami or Boston. So I don't know how dangerous Washington can be in a volatile situation, but if they get to 8, listen, all bets are off.
All right, and once again, we're here live with Danny Thompson, the three-point conversion, NBA senior writer and NBA analyst and reporter for the Charlotte Hornets. So we saw the Phoenix Suns. They clinched the playoff spot since 1978. And they're actually number one. They won last night. They beat the hurting Utah Jazz, but they're number one. Danny, I got to say this on air. Danny didn't believe when I said they were going to be – I told him it was going to be top 4. Danny's like, no way. And I understand why he didn't believe, but I understand – I believe in Coach Chris Paul. but still, which team do you believe in more? If the Jazz get healthy, once they get Donovan Mitchell back, who do you believe in more? Is it the Suns or is it the Jazz?
I still believe in the Jazz more, because the one thing that like you mentioned, the Suns have been in the playoffs since I think we were in middle school. So it's just been that long, it seems like. The Jazz have playoff experience. Even though it's not deep playoff experience, they have playoff experience. And the one thing the Jazz have that the Suns don't have is Rudy Gobert down the middle. So it's going to be, I would rather attack DeAndre Ayton, Frank Kaminsky, whoever you have at center for the Suns, then have to deal with Rudy Gobert in the series. So as much as Chris Paul should definitely be in the top 5 for MVP this year, I will have a harder time. I would rather face the Suns than the Jazz right now.
Do the Lakers have enough regular season games left to get back right? As long as
LeBron James' ankle's fine.
You think?
As long as LeBron's healthy, the Lakers are still the favorites to win the West.
Right.
As long as AD doesn't go down, LeBron's healthy. They still are the favorites to win the West, no matter what seed they are, because you have to deal with LeBron James and Anthony Davis in the playoff series. So I'm still taking the Lakers over the entire Western Conference, barring LeBron James and Anthony Davis getting hurt.
And here's the thing with that. That's a great question, because like we saw last night. I know it's the first game though, but Lakers lose to Sacramento. LeBron had a good game. Anthony Davis had a good game.
What others?
The others had a good. The other one was what's my man name? The center. Drummond.
Harold Drummond.
Drummond. He kind of struggled, and like I said, that's why it's a good question, because you wonder if are they going to be able to get in that. It takes. I know you have LeBron James. LeBron James can make magic happen, but because he's been out so long, you got a lot of different pieces. Like, is it and where they are right now? I mean, you think he's going to put on his Batman cape and just all of a sudden just say, "I'm good"?
Here's the thing with the Lakers. You've got to beat them 4 times in 7 games. You've got to beat them 4 times in 7 games. This isn't a one game or one-off like last night was. You have to physically beat LeBron James and Anthony Davis 4 times in 7 games. I don't think a team in the Western Conference. There's teams that can win 1 or 2, maybe 3 games this series, but beating LeBron James 4 times in 7 games with a healthy Anthony Davis is a hard proposition for anybody in the Western Conference.
How healthy is AD?
Yeah, that's
going to be the question. How healthy is he going to be going into the playoffs?
You know what? That's the same question with the majority of the league right now, because this is the most taxing season on any player in the league. Listen to Dame Lillard's comments last night.
Yeah.
How he's been fighting injuries that he's not even telling people about. You know, you have the Raptors getting fined for not telling their injury histories right now. There's injury reports right now. Everybody's beat up. So the good thing is, not to say a good thing, but for the guys who are hurt and coming back, they've had time off. LeBron's been off for 20-something games. You know, so he's rested. You know, so I get what you're saying, but Anthony Davis will be fine. Barring any major injury, the Lakers are still, like I said, I'm taking the Lakers over the entire field in the Western Conference.
Okay. Yeah, and I can see that, because you just don't want to see LeBron James, but this is going to test. Even though you're right, because their team is still loaded and they still have experience, but man, for them to be number 6, this reminds me of the Houston Rockets that year. Were they 5th seed or 6th seed?
The year they won the whole thing.
Yeah, the second year they were like the 5th or 6th. I can't remember, but yeah, we're gonna see. We will see. But once again, Mr. Danny Thompson, 3-point conversion senior writer and reporter for the Charlotte Hornets. Hey man, we definitely appreciate you for coming on, and
appreciate
we will
see
you. Look, we will see you soon, because Danny Thompson also is in the semis for Battlegrounds. No, my bad. You just went last weekend, right?
I went last weekend.
Oh, my bad. So, well, we'll see. That's right, you went against Clarence. Oh, we'll see.
I mean, listen, it'll be easier if you just show the bracket.
Hey, it just depends on if you make it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna announce that today too.
We telling you up right now.
Yeah. So we'll see. So all right, man. But appreciate you, my guy Danny. Thanks, bro. And we'll talk to you later. All right.
What's up? This is Gilbert Arenas rocking with the 3-Point Conversion Radio. Y'all tune in. Holla at your boy.
AM 1100.
The opinions expressed during the sponsored programs on this station are strictly those of the program hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of Beasley Broadcast Group, this station, its staff, other advertisers, or agencies.
Big ups to our Sports Lounge crew for keeping the airwaves blazing each and every Saturday. But I want to send another special shout out to our team of writers at the 3-Point Conversion. You can visit us at the3pointconversion.com. You can also like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. How about the Gram? How about iHeart? How about Spreaker Radio? How about wherever you need it, baby? We got you covered. No mercy, don't let up on him. Go hard on him, Mr. Controversy. Hit him with the stop it button.
All right. We're back in the 3-Point Conversion.
You sure? You okay?
Y'all see a piece of orange triangle fly my I was eating. But anyway.
You hungry, boss?
Bruh. All right, y'all. This is the time where I'd like to thank everyone who was listening. And watching, man. We definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate your support of the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. But we also like to ask you to support the 3-Point Conversion Sports Media Company itself. And we definitely appreciate it. So now it is time for the most infamous, the most famous Stop It segment. Let's get it.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Yes. S-T-O-P, new word, I-T. Stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right, it's on you, Rick. What you got, bruh?
Tim Tebow.
Stop it.
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 So should it go to Tim Tebow or does it go to
Tim
Urban
Tebow.
Meyer?
Tim Tebow for showing up.
Stop
In fact, I think I heard he tried out for the USA curling team.
Stop it.
Yeah.
He's trying to live them dreams.
He said, why does he get to live
All
live
his
his
dreams. All of them.
All right, my Stop It goes to all of the so-called, or I ain't gonna say so-called, they're NFL analysts. The NFL analyst that's been on TV. What's Todd McShay? Definitely, he gets one. I don't know if Mel Kiper said it, but I know it's been a lot. Anyway, we touched on it. So we talk about that the concerns for Trey Lance only playing 17 games. But nobody said anything about Mac Brown only playing 17. Not Mac Brown, but Mac Jones playing 17 games.
Stop it.
He came from Alabama.
So like I don't get that. Like it's a concern.
Yeah.
Because he's only played 17 games, experience level. What? But Mac Jones only played 17 games.
Stop it.
No matter if you're black or white. Go ahead, it's on you.
Tim Tebow.
Mine goes to all these people coming out with there were players going into the NBA draft, some players coming into the NFL draft, having like these NFTs, these non-fungible tokens, like of a trading card or a picture or some highlight. And, I have some cryptocurrency, but this was just like an explosion of these things that aren't supposed to be worth something, but it's not. Like, what are these? Like, just because I have this digital trading card of you, which I could have made I could have just got an image from Google or something, or off of Facebook or Instagram. Now it's supposed to be worth thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
And there were so many people that were doing this. Like, I don't get it. And nothing determines what makes something worth more than another thing? Like I don't get it.
What you can say?
Yeah.
Stop it.
That's what it was.
They're just making things up, man.
It was definitely.
Somebody gonna have a shoestring.
Hey,
this is LeBron James' shoestring from a game he played against the Phoenix Suns in 2004.
It's sold
so,
for.
So let me ask y'all.
$5 million.
So let me ask y'all. I don't know what. I didn't watch it live, but I heard that the Godfather Ronald Isley.
Oh yeah, they announced the Dolphins pick.
He was.
He was smooth. You know he always smooth. That's
one was pretty.
But I heard he said the new draft goes to. I heard he said instead of NFL draft, he said the new.
Yeah, something like there's supposed to be a script of everything that they're supposed to say when they announce the pick. They just did their own thing up there.
But you know what? It always go like that. It's 1 year. Who was the funniest? One Drew Pearson. What did he do that 1 year? I forgot, but I remember Drew Pearson showed out
because they were in Philadelphia and they were booing him.
Yeah.
And did y'all see Ron DMC?
DMC with his Pittsburgh. He's Steelers.
I didn't even know he was a Steelers fan.
Yeah, he's a Steelers fan. Yes, sir.
Yep, and it was just, I don't know, man. Like it was cool, and I'm not gonna lie, and I know I'm gonna catch flack about this. I don't care. I'm a fan. I'm talking as a fan right now. When the Bears traded up, I'm nervous because my thing is they bet not
mess it up.
Get Mac Jones. My heart beating fast, and then Roger Goodell get up there, and as soon as he about to say the pick, first we want to take time. We want to thank everybody, and bruh, we don't want to know. Say the pick. He talked like 6 minutes before that pick. I almost had a heart attack then. Just
gotta get things off his chest,
bruh.
No. The network needed to fill time. Like, we moving too fast.
These folks was getting up with their picks. They weren't
playing, bro. They was
first round supposed to be 4 hours long. We only an hour and a half in.
Hey, because Roger Goodell was walking out there with an attitude. Some of the time, like, man, come on, man. Like, I can't get a break. Yeah, bro. It was cool though. Like I said, I like the setup they did. I didn't understand the chair part. I mean, but it's cool that they brought a fan there, but I don't understand the significance of because it was in his basement. Whatever. It's Roger Goodell. It wasn't like it was like Vince Lombardi or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but either or. All right, man. Get ready. It's time for Battlegrounds. We about to have another round. Get ready. Get your votes ready. Get your ears ready. Get ready, bro. We'll be right back.
Let me break down to y'all what's so dope about the three-point conversion. First of all, everybody is a fan of the game first. Second of all, everybody is a student of the game second. And third of all, we're the average sports fan just like everybody else. We're not coming in here, walking with our nose tipped high, acting snooty, acting brand new. This is a grassroots organization. Bar none. The three-point conversion, where fans' opinions matter. Be sure to visit the website www.the3pointconversion.com. Get your fix, get your articles, multimedia, and everything else that you, as a sports fan, need. So again, the3pointconversion.com. It's where it's at, man, where fans' opinions matter.
What's up? This is Vince Carter. You're listening to the 3-Point Conversion. Check it out.
All right, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. And it's Battlegrounds. You hear the music, you already know what it is. And so last week we had Danny Thompson versus Clarence Nixon. It was close because they both screwed up the second round. That's why when you're in Battlegrounds, please listen to the question. Listen to the question, all right? I'm about to clown. Danny was all excited and said, all right, what quarterback since 2000, from 1990 to 2010? Oh, I'm going to go with, I forgot who he said. I'm going to go with Richard Sherman. Bruh. Then plans come up. I'm going to go with Jalen Ramsey. Bruh. Then here's the other one. Clarence was like, yo, I'm ready. Then he goes, like, man, who should I pick? Bruh, you just said you was ready. You had 30 seconds.
Hey, man.
So, hey, man, y'all got to listen, though. But anyway, the winner is, bruh, so close. By a hair.
On my chinny chin.
Danny Thompson barely got it. But anyway, congrats to Danny, and you'll be moving on. Now, today's matchup, we have Mr. Alex Strouf. What's going on, Alex?
Rob, happy Saturday. Good to be back, baby. Good to be back in the three-point conversion lounge. Let's have some fun.
Yes, sir. And then we have former Battlegrounds champ, Mr. Ray Lynn. What's going on, Ray?
I hated had to be him. I didn't know who I was going against. I hated got to be Alex. I'm only back to get what's rightfully mine. You already know what time it is, man.
Yes, sir. All right, you gentlemen, I shouldn't have to explain the rules, but 3 rounds, one goes first. Once he goes first, whoever goes first, you have up to 30 seconds to come up with your question, and then once I give you the signal or the cue, then you have a minute and 30 seconds to come up with explain your answer. Then the next contestant comes right over and starts once I give him the cue. After the the next round, it flip-flops. And then the next round after that, it flip-flops. All right? People, I need y'all to vote. I need your votes. I need your votes. All right, so, Alex, I'm going to let you pick. I need a number between 1 and 72.
25.
Okay. And Ray, my bad.
He said 25?
Yeah.
26.
Okay, Price is Right.
$1.
Right. The answer, Ray, you got it. It was 64. So
Yeah. Okay.
Ray, it's on you. What do you want to do? Do you want to go ahead and go first, or you want him to go first?
He can go first.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
And I'm going to ask the question twice, ladies and gentlemen, and contestants, twice. All right. First question. Name the best non-athletic NBA player since 1990, not named Larry Bird, Tim Duncan, John Stockton, Nikola Jokic, Luka, and Stephen Curry. I'm going to ask it one more time, okay? Name the best non-athletic NBA player since 1990, not named Larry Bird, Tim Duncan, John Stockton, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, and Stephen Curry. Alex, you have up to 30 seconds to come up with your answer. Well,
You're saying non-athletic?
Non-athletic. The best non-athletic player.
Okay.
All right, Alex, you have up to 10 seconds. All right, Alex, let's go now.
Yeah, this is a confusing question because you said non-athletic, and then you said I couldn't say Steph Curry or Luka Doncic, who are absolute freak athletes. So I'm confused with the direction I want to go here. But I guess I'll go with Shaquille O'Neal, right? The guy couldn't shoot free throws. He was a beast in the paint, but that's because he was so much bigger than everybody else. He was certainly an amazing basketball player, but I don't know if I'd go athlete. Like, even though he won awards titled Athlete of the Year, apparently Steph Curry isn't an athlete anymore. So I'll go with Shaquille O'Neal. He was dominant because of his size, not necessarily because of footwork, even though that was still solid. So I don't know how we define a non-athletic player in the association, or the National Basketball Association. But if Steph Curry's not an athlete, I guess neither is Shaq. So I'll go Shaquille O'Neal.
All right. Ray, it's on you. Let's go now.
Man, I hate to partially agree with my opponent, but I think people have this dated idea of athletic. Like when we say Steph Curry and Luka Doncic aren't athletic, I think we just going with the idea of these guys aren't super fast. They're not jumping up, dunking on people. They're not Russell Westbrook and Derrick Rose athletic. So by the measure that you guys gave and the names you took out, I'm going with Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd, like Magic Johnson, had the ability, unlike any player I've ever seen, to be able to take over complete games, and it didn't have to be scoring. Jason Kidd played at his own tempo, played at his own pace, and every team he went to immediately got better. Dallas wasn't a playoff contender. Jason Kidd comes as a rookie, they improve, next year they're in the playoffs. He goes to Phoenix, those guys make the playoffs. Then he gets to New Jersey and takes a squad full of bums two times to the finals. Loses to the Lakers, loses to the Spurs. But you're talking about a team with Kerry Kittles, Richard Jefferson, Van Horn, and I want to say Jason Williams, right? Like, that team with Sam Cassell couldn't get it done. Jason Kidd comes there, they goes to the finals. Led the league in assists multiple times, led the league in steals. I think he has possibly the most all-defensive selections for a point guard, him or Gary Payton or Chris Paulson, but he's in that realm. Then they said he couldn't shoot, and he made it top 10 all-time in threes. So Jason Kidd, by far, is one of the best, we want to call them non-athletic players to ever play the game of basketball.
All right, that's round one. Ray, you up first. Alex, you up second. Come up with the best trio from Kansas City Chiefs, which includes quarterback, running back, and wide receiver / tight end, either or. So come up with the best trio for the Kansas City Chiefs, quarterback, running back, or wide receiver / tight end since 1990, with players not named Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill. And they couldn't have played on the same team. So I'm asking that question again. Come up with the best trio to play together with for the Kansas City Chiefs with positions quarterback, running back, and wide receiver / or tight end since 1990, and you can't name Patrick Mahomes or Tyreek Hill, and they couldn't have played on the same team. Ray, you have up to 30 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the questions get a little harder. All right, Ray, you have 10 seconds.
All right. Oh, man, I think I don't remember if these guys played together.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm going to have to go now.
Let's go now.
Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to have to go tight end. We're going to go with Kelsey. Like, that's easy. You took away. No, who'd you take away? You took away Kelsey, right?
No.
You didn't take away Kelsey. Okay, we're going to go with Kelsey. That's the easy fix. One of the top 5 tight ends to ever play the game. He's in the ilk of the Gronk and Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates. Kelsey is putting his name in that ilk. We're going to go Trent Green because you took away Patrick Mahomes. Trent Green, before Patrick Mahomes, for all intents and purposes, might have been the best quarterback to ever play for Kansas City. Where my wires are getting crossed is trying to find a running back that didn't play with him. I think Priest Holmes played with him, and I think Larry Johnson played with him. So I have to find a running back for Kansas City that did not play. You said big three. Can I pick somebody else? Can I go Tony Gonzalez? Can I pick a wide receiver?
No. I said quarterback, running back. Yeah.
We're going to go with Larry Johnson, and I think they played together. I don't want to disqualify myself, but Trent Green, Larry Johnson, and Travis Kelce. Kansas City has had some great offensive weapons over the year. Patrick Mahomes being the best, but Trent Green, again, the second best quarterback to ever play. And Larry Johnson, for a 2 to 3 year stretch, was one of the best running backs in the game. So we're going to go with him, and then Travis Kelce.
All right, Alex, it's on you. Let's go now.
What is going on this Saturday morning? Ray Lynn leaving the door wide open for me. What's going on? So I also got crossed up with the running back, but we'll get there in a second. I went with Alex Smith because I wanted to go Trent Green era for Tony Gonzalez, the guy who's called the greatest tight end of all time. And, at quarterback, I get a former number 1 overall pick, 3-leg injury. Alex Smith brought the Chiefs to the playoffs. He was a pretty solid quarterback for them, but, of course, we understand the direction they went with Mahomes for obvious reasons. Now, I think I figured it out. If I'm not mistaken, Kareem Hunt, who I know is no longer in Kansas City, did not play with Alex Smith. In his rookie season, he was one of the top backs in football, if not the top back in football, for a majority of that season. So I'm going to go with Alex Smith, the former number 1 overall pick, Kareem Hunt, who had a great first season in Kansas City, and the greatest tight end to ever play the game, Tony Gonzalez. That would be a pretty electric offense, and you're going through all sorts of different eras.
All right, that's round 2, and yes, sorry, gentlemen, both of y'all, yep. Kareem Hunt played with Alex Smith, and Trent Green played with Larry Johnson. All right, round 3. Alex, you up first. This could decide it. Alex, you up first. Ray, you up second. Name an athlete from any sport that has outplayed their potential the most since 1990. I'm going to ask that question again. Name an athlete from any sport that has outplayed their potential the most since 1990. Alex, you have up to 30 seconds to come up with your answer.
I'm ready.
All right. Let's go now.
Let me tell you about a guy that went in the 6th round of the 2000 NFL draft and is now called the greatest quarterback of all time. A guy nobody was betting on from the University of Michigan. A guy named Thomas Brady. Come on, he's a multiple-time Super Bowl champion. He was a disrespected low draft pick. He didn't have a ton of playing time in college. Nobody saw this coming. Outplayed their potential, outplayed expectations. He shattered every ceiling put in front of him. This is the easiest answer ever. You should have taken him out. Tom Brady is the answer. He's the only answer. He won 6 Super Bowls. He's done it again in Tampa Bay. So we realize it's not just Belichick making Brady outplay his potential. The guy is called the greatest quarterback of all time for a reason, because he shattered expectations and backed it up with titles. Easy answer, Tom Brady.
All right, Ray, it's on you. Let's go now.
Oh, we're going a different route. We're going to stick with basketball. So when you think about the 10 greatest players to ever play the game, 10, 12, 15, whatever rank you want to give, look at where they were drafted. Shaquille O'Neal, number 1. LeBron, number 1. Magic, number 1. Wilt Chamberlain, number 1. Kareem, number 1. Hakeem Olajuwon. All these guys were number 1 draft pick. Mike was the number 3. So when you think about a guy that was drafted 13th in the NBA draft, number 13. 13th picks don't become all-time greats. 13th picks don't win 5 championships. 13th picks don't go 15-time All-NBA and 12-time All-Defense. 13th picks don't drop 81 points in games. 13th picks don't have streaks of 9 straight 40-point games. 13th picks don't outscore teams 62-61 in 3 quarters. Kobe Bryant, listen, this guy was drafted at a time where high school players weren't being picked like that. It was KG in 95, then him in 96. High school players didn't get love like that. Kobe opened that door. Him and KG, you talking about a guy at 19 years old was an all-star in the NBA. A guy who, again, on his way out the door gave us 60 and said, y'all take that with you as I go. Again, man, a guy drafted 13 out of high school. Yeah, he had talent. We knew that. But we hadn't seen high school players do what Kobe wound up doing. A high school player, a guard at that. You had Daryl Dawkins, Sean Kemp, and KG, but no guards had came out of high school. Kobe comes out of high school, drafted 13th, and turns into a legend. An absolute legend. Has a case for top 10 all time, possibly the greatest Laker all time, Kobe.
All right. I need your votes, ladies and gentlemen. I need your votes. I need your votes. Great battle, man. Alex, appreciate you for coming on, man. Great battle. I know some tough questions, but great battle. And Ray, appreciate you once again. Like always, we appreciate y'all, man. Y'all both did y'all thing. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Have you been looking for a radio station that gives you sports?
I don't believe it! It's a touchdown!
Entertainment?
Are you not entertained?
And other special interest talk shows?
Well, isn't that special?
All on one app?
Yo, that's dope. What app is that?
It's the real 1100 AM app for WWE. Grab it for free in your Google Play or Apple App Store today.
Hi, I'm Vivica Fox. For more than 100 years, American Humane has been rescuing animals during hurricanes, floods, and wildfires. But Mother Nature isn't the only danger animals face. Sometimes it's human nature. Every year, 6 million animals are abandoned and more than 1 million are euthanized. You can be a hero to animals in need of rescue and adoption at AmericanHumane.org.
Hey, this is Gary Payton. Y'all listen to 3 Point Conversion Radio. It's the bomb.
All right, we are back inside the 3 Point Conversion Sports Lounge.
Let's do it.
It's about to get.
Let's do it.
About to get interesting now. So, we're coming up. We have about 12 games left in the league in the NBA. So, it's time to come up with these all NBA teams because most of the time we don't want to use playoffs, and I don't know when they come out with the. I think is it off season?
No, during the conference finals.
See, yeah, we just want to beat them to it. So, especially beat everybody else before they start talking about it. So, we're going to come up with the all NBA teams. We're going to try to do this. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So, you know, the NBA team consists of 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center. It doesn't have to be a power forward and a small forward, not these days. It doesn't have to be a point guard and a shooting guard. This is a different era right now. So, we're going to start off with the first team. This is who we think. And what I'm going to do is we're going to name some players, right? And then we're going to come in and do this. So, with the forwards, and this is not in order. You got Giannis, you got a LeBron, you got Tatum, and y'all can help me. Y'all could say names y'all think. We're talking about forwards now. You got Tatum. Help me out, G. Who else? Now I'm drawing a blank. What
Leonard.
other forwards? Oh, Kawhi Leonard. You could say Anthony Davis. You could say, if you think he played enough in the field, Durant. Who else? Am I missing anybody? The guy from Toronto. I can't think of his name.
Siakam,
yeah.
Siakam.
Randall. It's so we got so many, but we're gonna start now with the forwards. Who do you have?
Giannis. I got Giannis as one of them.
So we say Giannis. So we agree. Giannis, first team, right?
Yeah, I got Giannis.
Okay. I got Giannis. Second team, who you got?
Second team?
No. What? No, you're supposed to name 2 forwards for the first team.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Your second forward.
Second forward, I meant.
I don't know. Because do we have to use the stipulation of have they played enough games?
Thanks, Ray. We got Zion. Yeah, forgot Zion. We got.
Look, you can
come up with it.
Any forward you want.
So do you believe that that's a stipulation? Do you believe that? So for you, that counts as far as.
I believe it should.
Because if you only played, if you only played 35 games, yeah, you can't.
Yeah, how can you?
Or if you play,
I think if you qualify for any of the any of these stats, like any stat like to lead the league in scoring, you have to play a certain amount of games for your scoring average to be considered.
Right. Yeah. But we won't go
or score a certain amount of points.
We're not going by that, but I feel like how many games have been played so far? Like 60? If it's been 60 games, you had to play at least 30 games. You had to play at least half. We'll say that half of the amount of games. At least.
Well, then that brings in a lot more players then.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. I think half. I think more than half. You had to play more than half. If you miss half the season, I can't put you in there. Like Durant has missed half the season, I can't put him in there.
LeBron he missed the last 20 games, didn't he?
About
maybe.
No, he ain't missed that.
Yeah, much. I mean, like I'm going by. For me, like it's like if you can qualify for the scoring title, then you've played enough games. So I'm going by that as of right now. I don't. Durant doesn't.
But see,
and
only
LeBron
reason
doesn't.
do that because Embiid is not qualified for that. He will by the end of the season, but he hasn't. But I'm not. I'm just saying you had to play at least half the games.
I made that part of it. But if you played half the games, then you can put in LeBron.
Okay, yeah, but LeBron only missed like what? How many games LeBron missed? Like 15,
20.
In the last,
he
missed like the last maybe 3 weeks.
He's played 42 games.
Yeah, he's played more than half.
How many
He's
played games? 60 games?
Yeah,
they play like 60, 62 games.
So he's missed about
18. He can fit in that. But if you miss half the season, like Durant can't get in.
Durant's played 27 games.
Yeah, he can't get in. I don't believe in that.
Okay.
But all right, so who you think starting?
I mean, how do you do not?
So you said you picked one for it. Do you agree? We all agree with Giannis.
Yeah, I had Giannis.
Ooh. So can I throw in a name then? You said LeBron.
Yeah. No, I didn't say anything.
Okay. I say Randall.
For the first team?
Yep.
Okay.
Randall averaging, what, 25
like
and 10?
25, 10, and 6.
Yeah.
I love Randall, but I got him on my second team. Second team.
What forward you think playing better than him?
What time did I get here? 9:30? And I've been asking y'all who's the number one small forward in the league.
That's my point.
I know. That's
why I got to put Randall.
I had Kawhi Leonard for my first team.
Kawhi's the only Kawhi. I will have to go with Kawhi.
Oh, but what Randall had? Okay, so I know we're not just going by stats, but what Randall has done for that Knicks team.
Oh, I feel you.
I have him on the second team.
I got him second team.
But how do y'all have him second over Kawhi, though? Are y'all going just because of seniority?
I think so.
No.
Yeah, yes, it is.
I think so.
Like the Clippers, the Clippers have a better record. It's not just seniority. They have a better record.
PG, who's not going to get any love on
but PG, he plays with PG. Who plays with Randall? No, and Randall is 25 and 10. Come on, man. We didn't think.
So what you put with the first team is these are the 5 best players
of this season.
I got Randall saying that with Randall.
So
okay.
I got Randall playing
well,
better
I'm not.
I got Randall playing better than whatchamacallit, than Kawhi right now. Gee, you don't think so? I'm just because that was my. I was tripping. I was like, should I put Kawhi? But I'm like, Randall has played.
That's
Ray helped me out. 26, 7, and 5 for Kawhi, and almost a 50, 40, 90 season.
Okay.
Some people would say like Paul George is outplaying him. He may be outscoring him, but
I'm not saying
Kawhi is.
Yeah, I don't think he's outplaying. Yeah, I think Kawhi's balling. But what I'm just saying is, I'm looking at now. he puts that up, but Kawhi can't be doubled. Randall, Randall's getting the ball. Randall's getting 6 assists, 10 rebounds, and 25 points, and he made this Knicks team a better team.
Okay, and we'll give him that.
But you're saying it like you're surprised.
I am.
We don't have him on the first team?
No. You play. No. You're saying it like you're surprised that Randall are putting up these numbers.
When has he ever put up these numbers like this? He's never put up these numbers like this. He's never led a team. That's what I'm saying.
Bro. We ain't going to act like Randall has not been putting up numbers since he's been in the league. Randall's been a baller. Randall's have been a baller. We just try to act like Randall hadn't. No. Of course, he hadn't ball to these.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
but what he's done, what he's doing this year, and how he's made Knicks
elevated.
He's elevated the Knicks.
They battling. They tied with Atlanta for the fourth spot, which is going to be big.
Okay, so you agree with Kawhi? Okay, if y'all agree with Kawhi,
and I think I'm doing seniority. I think I'm doing seniority.
Well, we say Kawhi.
I'm not doing it by.
Okay, but whatever. Y'all both
I think
agree.
it's the old man.
So we say Kawhi. All right. So with the center,
Joker.
I'm gonna name the center. You got Joker. You got Giannis.
Joker.
You got
Joker.
Okay, you say Joker.
The answer is
Joker.
The answer is Joker.
Joker.
I'll go with Joker. Okay, because he's played.
He's
played all them games.
He's probably going to win the MVP
because he's non-athletic. You got a problem with him because he's not athletic?
No, I'm saying the fact
that like you got a problem.
I'm saying the fact that he played more games. I agree.
I think you got a problem with him because he ain't athletic.
No, that's what makes him more dynamic. Okay, so we got Joker, right?
Yeah.
So we got Giannis, Kawhi, the Joker. Now the guards is the hard part. Now I'm gonna name these guards. So we got.
I'm just time for you to name all the guards.
Steph, Harden.
There's like
Russ,
20 guards.
I'm just naming like 6. Steph, Russ, Harden, Luka, Dame. Who else am I missing?
Like you can go
Kyrie.
on and on. You can go on and
All
on.
right, so who we putting? Are we definitely putting Luka in? Bill, we forgot Bill, but
I got Steph and Luka.
I got
Steph and Luka. I
got Steph and Luka.
I got Steph and Luka.
I got Steph and Chris Paul.
Ooh. Not.
Ooh.
For me, if I think you're in the MVP conversation, that holds more weight.
That's big.
Chris Paul is an MVP candidate.
No.
I gotta put him on the first
is he
team.
MVP candidate or is he Coach of the Year candidate?
Both.
Okay.
But no, I can't put him. So
I gotta go Steph. I got Steph and Luka.
So we're gonna go with Steph and Luka. I can't put Chris Paul that high.
Why not?
Why not?
I can't put him over what Luka's doing and what over Steph is doing.
Why not?
The Suns, all they did was add Chris Paul, and they're the second seed in the West.
That's great.
Are they first now? They're first now.
Yeah. But that's leadership too. We not talking about leadership.
That matters?
No.
That matters.
No.
It doesn't
no.
matter.
That matters.
No, it's not. No,
leadership
it's not.
don't matter.
Doesn't. I'm not counting leadership in this.
I mean, I'm still going with Steph and Luka here, but that don't matter.
Yeah, you've been.
That don't matter.
I'm not saying he shouldn't make a team, but I'm just saying I can't put him
I
first.
think he's more of a Coach of the Year candidate.
Yeah. So okay, so
he can win both awards, man. Why not?
So all right, so
second team. Let's go.
All right, so we got our first team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Luka, Steph, Giannis, Kawhi, and Jokic. All right. Second team. We're gonna start with the forwards again. So we say Randall, right?
Randall is one of them.
I have Randall.
Yeah.
All right. And I feel like Tatum should be second. I can't think of another small forward or another.
I had
power
Paul
forward.
George.
I think Tatum been playing.
I just picked two forwards.
No.
I picked two forwards.
So Paul George is a forward?
No, he's a guard.
Paul George is a forward.
No,
I thought he's a guard.
He's a guard. Look it up. He's playing guard this year. He's a guard.
Please look it up for me because that was my thing.
He's listed as a guard. He's a guard.
If he's a forward, I'm putting him in as forward.
He's listed as a guard. I looked it up.
I got my pen ready.
When did this happen?
See? That's the problem.
I looked it up too, G. I looked it up early. Like, let me see where he is.
See, that's the problem right there. PG-13. I wanted PG-13.
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted to have him at. He can get forward votes. You can get my vote as a forward. That can happen. Look, and the reason I'm saying that is because last year Anthony Davis got center votes.
But he was last center 4. You know how they had that. PG is,
they don't put that in the box as
PG has been a guard.
as one position / another.
He was listed as a guard this year. He played guard all year, so he's guard.
Do the forward.
So, do you put Tatum? Do you agree with Tatum?
No, I got to move somebody up.
You put.
I got to move somebody up for my third team. So in that case, I move up LeBron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over Tatum?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. I give you that.
Hey, look, a 60-point game does not.
I give you that. Okay.
Yeah.
So Randall and LeBron, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Paul. Okay. So center. Embiid. Right?
Embiid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here go the guards. Here we
what, 18 left? 18 left.
So the guards is probably the hardest one because every team has at least one good one.
So you'll put Chris Paul. You want to put Chris Paul? You say Chris Paul should make second team. We still got Kyrie. We still got Harden.
I got Chris Paul on my third team.
I got Harden.
I'm sorry.
How many games Harden played? How many games have Harden played?
I don't know how many games.
Can I tell you who I got right here? My
Go ahead,
second team, I got Dame and Harden. I got Dame and Harden.
That's what I got.
I got Dame and Harden. My second team.
You got Dame and Harden?
Yeah, Dame and Harden. Dame Dollar, the Beard is my guards.
So Dame and Harden. Okay.
Yeah.
And Dr. Fowler, please just hold 1 second, sir. We got to get this right. We always finish. Y'all know why I'm saying that. But G, who do you
have? Second team? Yeah, I got Dame and Harden. I had them too.
So what you doing with Chris Paul then? If you was fighting for how Chris Paul fall if you fighting for him to be first?
I had him on that was my first. I had Curry and Paul on my first team.
So when you drop him to your second, that's what I'm saying. Why not drop him to your second?
Why you trying to convince me to drop Chris
that
Paul
don't make
down?
Sense. You was about to cut my throat for putting Chris Paul. I'm saying, but you wouldn't make him your second since we all voted. That
is my vote. This is what we did individually.
Okay, but I'm saying as a whole. But that's what you say. You say Dame and
Harden on my second team.
Okay. So you don't want to add. I'm just what I'm saying. You don't want to add. If we vote, you don't think Chris Paul should be second since he didn't make the first team. That's what I'm saying.
We're not. I didn't know we were adding votes. I thought we were just making our list.
We're gonna make a whole list as one though. We gotta come as one. That's what I'm saying. That's why we voted for that first one. So, but your personal list, you got Dame and Harden.
Yeah.
My personal list, I've got Harden. I gotta put Dame. No.
We can't keep sleeping on Dame Dollar.
Dame balling, but I gotta put Harden at
It don't matter.
It don't matter. I gotta put Harden at CP3.
Okay.
So what? So y'all want to go Dame and Harden, or y'all putting CP3?
I like Dame and Harden.
Yeah,
Dame and Harden. Man.
I mean, like picking one over, just making one big list. I mean, it don't matter.
So you going Dame and Harden?
Yeah.
So
but we don't have like a full like one list. So I thought we were just going by our own list.
Right, but we still got to come up with one. Mm-hmm. We got to agree. But yeah, so okay, and then
we'll say it's a tie. So there's 6 people on the second team.
hey, you want to see my second team?
All right, real quick. Okay,
I got 7 people on the second team.
Okay, real quick.
Third team.
All right, real quick. So the last team forwards. Tatum.
I got Tatum and Zion.
I agree with that. I'm with that.
I'm not really sold on Tatum. I have Zion, but not. See, it threw me off by Paul George being listed as a guard.
that messed your whole.
That messed up my whole list.
Do you agree with that though? Next would be Zion and Tatum. It's got to be, yeah.
I would say Tatum. I mean, it'll be hard to put another forward over him because if their team's not having the success, like Brandon Ingram's having a good season, and
no. Okay, so
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy
and,
Butler.
And I think Adebayo will get some forward votes, even though he'll probably get more center votes.
So the center, who you got? I got Capella.
I got Capella and Bam.
You can't pick two centers.
I told you I had Self 13. I told you I had Self.
So I got Capella.
I mean, y'all put it in there. Y'all take
Capella's had a better year than Bam.
My first pick is CC.
Bam's averaging 19 and 9.
It's been a quiet. It don't seem like.
But Clinton.
He's gonna be first team all defense at least.
But Clinton's averaging.
Clinton's 15 to 15.
15 to 15
every night.
And what, second or third in blocks
every night.
Great.
Yeah,
you got to put
15 and 15.
Yeah.
And what he's done for the
I mean,
Hawks.
you could go either way.
Yeah, either way. That's why I got both.
I'm going Clint.
So
Clint.
Take whichever way you want. Well, it might be a tie cause who you got?
Oh, he's saying Clint.
Okay, Clint.
Miles says
Clint.
Clint.
Show. His vote don't count. So
I had Gobert.
Oh, so he don't.
So we got Clint.
Yeah, Clint. Clint.
Yeah. But I ain't mad at that, but Clint.
Yeah.
All right. So guards. I'm gonna tell you who I got.
Who you got?
See now, y'all done made it hard now because y'all done
you got?
Because I ain't had CP3 on my whatchamacallit.
You don't have him at all.
I didn't.
You didn't have
I'm
him
sorry,
at all.
I had CP3. I was going shun Dame because I'm gonna put because the next you got three guards that is like, dang, who's going? I gotta put Russ. Russ is averaging a triple double, and Russ is still and he ain't averaging no 20, 10, and 10. He 11 and he's balling. He's raising his.
It is 20, 10, and 10.
It's 20. It's
but
like
it's
21,
still
11,
like,
11.
Yeah. Who you next one?
I gotta go, Russ. You gotta put Kyrie, but Bill was balling. See, I gotta put Kyrie because Kyrie is playing. They're winning, but I want to put Bill. Man, Bill averaging 30 again. But I'm gonna go Kyrie. I'm gonna go Russ and Kyrie.
Who you got, G?
I had Luka, but y'all put him on the first team.
Man, Luka third.
I had Luka third.
Third?
Oh my God.
Is that disrespectful? That's disrespectful.
Miles agrees with me.
He's not on the show.
Right, yeah.
But he in here. I had Luka and Devin Booker.
I don't think Devin make it this year.
I got three guards.
But even though there's Donovan Mitchell still out there, Zach LaVine,
man, we ain't got
Trae Young, De'Aaron Fox. He's averaging 25 this year.
We ain't got 5 teams.
Put it like this.
I know. I'm saying there's a lot of a lot of guards.
Right, but when Trae didn't make it last year and Trae was averaging 29 and 9, ain't none of them making it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But he was on a non-playoff team.
Right. I like the Derek.
That's why I like.
I don't think he gets in though. I still got to give it to Russ and Kyrie.
Or I might put Luka and Paul George. He a guard now.
Who you got?
I got Bill / CP3 and Jaylen Brown.
So which one you taking out? So that's a wash. All right, man. Roll the music. That's gonna be a.
Y'all just gonna watch mine, cause I.
So G, we're gonna let you pick. So what you don't do y'all wait? So real quick, do y'all agree that Russ should be on there? I know you didn't have him, but
I had
no.
Well, I had Booker, Russ.
Bruh,
Russ
is
like I'm a Bill guy.
There's
I'd go with Bill.
Russ is scoring now. Russ is like really leading his team.
I gotta go with Bill.
I had Luka and Booker, but if I had to replace somebody, if I had to replace Luka because you put him on the first team, I would probably go. I'd probably go Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, I forgot about Donovan Mitchell. You got to put him on. My bad. So I said Donovan. Dang, Russ.
Like, how y'all have no Utah representation?
Yeah, Donovan.
And they got the best record in the league.
I forgot Donovan.
Or the second best record in the league.
Who plays with Utah? When you play in the game, who picks Utah to play with?
Right, but that's why Donovan.
We're not using the NBA Jam excuse, right?
Ever.
The NBA Jam excuse does not work.
Okay, so Donovan and we'll say Donovan. Should we say Donovan and Kyrie?
No, Bill.
Bill
got to get some love somewhere.
You gotta put Donovan in there.
No, he don't.
He don't have
No, he don't.
You gotta put Donovan in there. So you taking Kyrie, Bill over Kyrie?
I take Bill over Kyrie because Bill's gonna play every game. Bill's gonna play every game.
What do you say, G? I'm with you.
Bill gonna score 40 points and the team gonna lose.
What?
So I'm going Kyrie.
Ain't nobody putting him in wrong.
I'm with Kyrie. All right, y'all. You see how hard this is. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna revisit this. We gotta take a quick break, man, and we'll be back with Dr. Fowler coming in talking about these injuries. Got a good question for him too. All right.
Have a sports injury? Need to see an orthopedic doctor? Ortho Atlanta is one of Metro Atlanta's largest orthopedic and sports medicine practices, providing orthopedic and sports medicine care for the whole family. With 37 physicians and 14 offices, the practice provides the highest level of care for injury of muscles, joints, bones, and spine. Ortho Atlanta offers convenient access to a full range of musculoskeletal surgeons and specialists. Ortho Atlanta also offers on-site physical therapy, pain management care, MRI imaging, and workers' compensation care. The Ortho Atlanta surgery centers in Austell and Fayetteville provide cost-effective, same-day surgical procedures in an accredited outpatient center. Hip, knee, shoulder, back pain? Ortho Atlanta has you covered with specialists in all areas. Same-day appointments, orthopedic care for the whole family. Ortho Atlanta, Atlanta's choice for orthopedic and sports medicine care. Learn more at www.orthoatlanta.com.
All right. I was waiting for the. I was waiting for that, but my bad. All right. We have family in the building, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Ask a Doc segment with Dr. Donnie Fowler III, orthopedic for Ortho Atlanta. Doc, what's going on? How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I was listening to that last segment. I'm just going to say, don't sleep on the Wizards. They're 10 out of, I think, the last 11. Nobody wants to get them if they win that playing tournament.
That's what I'm saying.
Bradley Beal.
I say Russ. But
Bradley Beal.
Okay, so Doc, I have to ask you, where we at? Okay. I wanted to ask you about these injuries, because we talked about it. What was it, Caleb? Who was the guy that Tennessee picked up? I think it was
Caleb.
I can't think of his last
Harley?
name. Was it
The
Yeah.
Tennessee
cornerback?
corner.
Harley, you said?
Farley.
Caleb Farley. Okay. With him, his situation, he had his back problem. I think he had surgery. I'm not sure or not, but I know he had back problems. You see it a lot with players with injuries. We know with Trevor Lawrence, his was a shoulder hit. They say he would be fine, but with players that have had like big time surgeries and what have you before, during the last season, what would your advice be if a team came and asked you, should we go get him? Is there anything we should worry about, especially for like Caleb dealing with the back injury and the surgery?
Yeah, I think it varies a little bit, kind of depending on obviously the circumstance and what the surgery was. But I mean, nowadays you really do got to vet all these guys, their medical history, and most of them do have their team doctors come in and evaluate those prospects and review the medical records, look at the op reports, the pictures. I mean, they do everything, because if they take them based on the team doctor's advice and say, yeah, this guy's good, and and something happens or there's some kind of lingering issue, then it's kind of on the doctor, and that's never a good position to be in. So I think it is a important thing. I don't necessarily think it's always a red flag if someone's had surgery, again, just depending on the nature of it, but it definitely needs to be vetted and investigated.
All right, Doc, Kawhi Leonard is once again in the injury report. With another foot injury. But they just calling it soreness. Is this a real injury, or he's just trying to get some rest?
I mean, to some degree, I assume there is something going on. Obviously, it's not like he has a fracture or anything like that. My guess is either he does have some kind of sprain, mild ligament injury, and or sometimes even get a little stress type injury. and they're just trying to be smart, kind of like you said, about resting him, making sure he's ready to go for the playoffs. So I don't think it's anything to look too far into, but yeah, in a way, just kind of protecting him for when the games matter more.
Yeah, I wonder what it is too.
Him tired, boss. Your man ain't played no whole season, and your man tired.
You know, he ain't used to playing this long.
That's no, sir.
James Harden is now listed as out indefinitely with the hamstring. They talking about he might not come back to the playoffs. And they said it's a hamstring injury after MRI. Could it be more than just a pulled hamstring at this point? If it's that long, like, does a hamstring injury last that long?
I mean, the more significant ones, you know, we've talked about grade 1, 2, and 3, and obviously they considered it minor initially. He came back and I think played a game and re-aggravated it in the beginning of April, and now has been out for almost another month since. So I think he probably made it worse. I still think it's probably limited to the hamstring, but it's probably more of that grade 2, closer to grade 3, maybe when he re-aggravated, where they just saw more fluid and edema when they got that repeat MRI. So I think it is still just a hamstring, just, again, kind of a double hit type phenomenon. And now I would say, yeah, it's probably looking more like a 6-week type time frame to really be back and ready.
All right. And then, what is the most extreme injury you've ever had to attend from a player? Like, what has that been? From an athlete, I should say.
Yeah, I thought about that, and it's might not. I'm going to throw one out there that maybe doesn't jump off the page, but it was kind of more the scenario. So it was actually one of my first games covering the New York Mets up in New York City when I was up there, and the Braves were actually in town. So this was, I think 2013, and it was when Jason Hayward took the fastball to the face and broke his jaw. And that was one of the first games I was covering and the doc for, and that's just not a sound you ever want to hear, or always kind of a scary situation just for the player. So that's still probably what stands out the most to me, because it was kind of one of the first big injuries and kind of at the professional level that I was involved with that I guess I always think back to.
Mm-hmm. Doc, you could tell us because we family. Was he crying, and did you tell him to stop crying like a little?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't crying, but I don't think I've heard as many cuss words in the course of about a 2 to 3 minute time span than I did sitting in the ambulance with him on the way to the hospital. So,
Doc, did you cry?
Yeah, I did. I was with the mess. I did not cry. I felt bad for the guy.
Oh, you mad? That's messed up. So now you was pumping your fist at the below, like, yes, because he was balling there too. But no, okay. Well, all right, Doc. Well, it's funny you say that, and we're about to close the show. But Jacob DeGrom, you know, that dude is unreal right now. How is he 2-2, but has an ERA of 0.51?
0.5. Yeah, man. They can't get him run support.
No run
59 Ks in 35 innings.
No run support.
Wow. Well, all right, man. But Doc, we appreciate you coming on. And if you're hearing this music, you already know what it means. It means it is time to let you go. But before we let you go, man, we have a couple of shout-outs, and stay tuned because you might be a part of it. First of all, I want to shout out to the Almighty God for giving me this platform to do what I do, say what I say. Give me this platform to just make people mad, upset, happy, want to give me the stop it button. We appreciate it. And I want to thank everyone who has listened live. I appreciate you all. I want to shout out to my guy, Tim. Tim, he was trying to get in. He said couldn't get in. But Tim, we appreciate you, man. We're going to get you next time. Bro, he was ready to go off on Danny, so I got to put that out there. Also, I want to thank my guests. I want to thank Dr. Fowler, of course. You know, he's family. But I want to thank Danny Thompson. I want to thank Ray Lynn. I want to thank Alex Stroff. Also, I want to thank my guy, G. G, you got anything to say, bro?
I want to send a shout out to my niece. She is graduating tomorrow from Johnson & Wales University.
Salute.
And we will be there to celebrate.
Salute.
All right.
I'll have a drink for her tonight.
Shout out to my guy, D Intellectuals. at the house. He's good. He'll be back next week. We definitely appreciate Rick for coming in.
If not, I'm in the coma shooting threes.
Rick, got anything to say, bro?
Talking around the missions, your boy Rick Kane.
I want to thank my beautiful family, lovely wife, beautiful children, aunties, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, brothers and sisters, in-laws, grandparents, and all. Hey, man, and play cousins. Love on your family. Let family know that you love them. Love them while they can still feel it. Also, be safe and healthy around here. Don't just be believing in this vaccine that you good. You still can get it and you still can spread it. Also, eat good, drink good. Rick, be safe. Watch some sports. Watch the NFL draft.
Sure.
Watch what's going on, man. You got a lot going on. And until then, next week, same time, same show, same crazy host, same sports nonsense. Will you miss me? I'm out. Peace. You just got done listening to the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook accounts at the 3-Point Conversion. And also make sure you check out our website, the3pointconversion.com. Be sure to follow us live and listen every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern.